All right, before I get started with the installation ceremony, I'd like to, if I may, take a moment of personal privilege. I'm very proud of Pat, needless to say, because, well, just to give you a little personal family history, my grandfather was the president of the Rotary Club of Arlington in 1948-49. My dad, Jerry Mavis, was the president of the Rotary Club of Arlington in 1964-65. And then I was the president of the Rotary Club of Arlington in 1989 and 1990. And now Pat, of course, is finishing up as the president of the Aledo Rotary Club for this past year. So we're really very proud of you. And I can't say enough about her. With her carrying on the tradition in Rotary and the family, I'm really excited about that. But even more important than that, I'm excited about your tradition of Rotary, period, here in Aledo, and what you and this club have been able to accomplish. So thank you and the club, Rotary Club of Aledo, for all of the things that you've done. But we're just grateful to you. We love you. For your mother and I love you. And so needless to say, but you don't say that enough, I think, sometimes. And we really love you for what you've done and what you'll continue to do in Rotary, because she's going to be the assistant governor this coming year, working for Governor Pat. So thank you for all that you've done. We love you. And Governor Pat and past District Governor Peter, it's good to see you here. And let me just go ahead and get started with what we're about today, and that is the club installation ceremony. Rotary International, as well as the clubs, are unusual because every year we change leadership. Every year, the Rotary International president changes every year. All over 500 Rotary district governors, and Pat's one of them, and Peter's one of them, changes every year. And all over 35,000 club presidents, over 35,000 change every year. So it's unusual because big organizations that have over 1,200,000, actually 1,400,000, it's amazing that we can continue to come up with new ideas and new direction and new excitement. And that's what we do when we change leadership on a regular basis. In the true spirit of Rotary, it does encourage and it fosters the ideal of service as a basis of worthy enterprise, and it depends on the depth of understanding of the object of Rotary. And that's by its club president and the other women and men it elects as leaders. Yet the key to Rotary growth and service is the individual Rotarian pursuing goals and objectives that are set each year. You, the individual Rotarians, are the electors, and you have chosen to use your votes to elect from your membership of the Aledo Rotary Club the women and men who will be guiding the club in the ensuing year. For the next few minutes, we'll recognize your new officers and directors. And when you call, will you please come forward, and how are we going to arrange this? I guess stand in front of the Rotary Club.
Get a photo, and then we'll move them to the back of the room for a group photo.
Okay. All right. So current club president, Pat, would you please come forward? As immediate past president, you'll automatically remain a member of the board of directors. You're now on the threshold of passing the mantle of leadership to next year's president. We recognize the value of your knowledge and experience in the affairs of this Rotary Club. Your greatest value in the coming year will be your willingness to assist the new president rather than to direct the club. You should ever be willing to provide counsel and advice when asked by the club president, and understand the new president is now the club's leader. If you agree that this is a fair evaluation of your responsibilities, would you please say, I do?
I do.
All right, thank you. Will the following officers please come and forward, and that is Renee Skelton as club secretary, and is Martin Tally, did he?
No,
Okay.
not me.
The interim treasurer is not going to be able to be with us. And then Sergeant at Arms Pat Dean.
Is not here.
Okay.
I look to see.
All right, okay. Many people wise in the ways of Rotary believe that the office of secretary is vital in the life. Yeah.
Sorry, I feel like military. I'm like. Okay,
But
I won't stare.
it's vital in the life of the Rotary Club and a great learning and service experience. You must keep the records of attendance, record and preserve the minutes of the meetings, do correspondence on behalf of the president and the club board, file numerous reports, and of these with many important deadlines, and perform other duties as usually pertain to the office of secretary. If you accept these responsibilities, would you please say I do?
I
All right. All right. If
feel
you,
like I can salute you.
so we don't have the club treasurer and we don't have the club sergeant at arms. So let's see. Okay, we'll get to the incoming club board members and chairs. Deanna Cryer, no Deanna's here. You can come up, please. As public image, social media and marketing. And then Pat, would you please come back up here? Because you're going to be working with the Rotary Foundation, I understand, for the club. And Lauren Burge, okay. Lisa Flowers is here.
She is here. Come on down.
Come on down, Lisa, yeah.
He's in nice and tight.
And Deanna Crowder,
I mean, she's
Okay.
Yeah.
all right. Renee Skelton,
I'm all busy today.
yeah. Okay, you're back up here again.
You're back up again.
And you're going to be working in membership, I understand.
I am.
And JD is. also-
And JD,
Yes.
okay, Newton as also membership chair.
Yes, sir.
All right, great.
Pose for a moment so my son can get a
I
photo.
know, I'm like,
Everybody smile. Okay. Got the photo. All right.
Okay.
As directors, your vision and understanding of the object of Rotary and your application of it to the programs of this club are critical responsibilities to as the governing body of the club. Your interpretation of the existing needs of the club and the capacity of the club to meet these needs under the leadership of your president will determine the success of this club in this ensuing year. Do you agree to conduct the affairs of the club in harmony and that you will seek to enhance the stature of this club in all 5 areas of service, the club leadership plan and the objects of Rotary? If so, please respond by saying, I do.
I do.
All right, perfect. Thank you. Okay, the incoming president-elect, Greg Edwards. Hello, Greg. Your responsibility is to serve on the board this year as president-elect, preparing yourself for the day that you will assume the office of presidency. Do you understand that you must attend president-elect training seminar that will be held at DFW Airport this coming year? All right, and also the district conference and the district assembly. You need to go to those, and the reason is because you gain a better understanding of the duties and responsibilities of the club and what the club president will be doing. Okay, it also is the duty of the president-elect to preside at meetings and board meetings when the president can't be present. Do you agree to review your club's standing rules and bylaws and become familiar with these documents?
Yes, sir.
If you do, well, please say I do.
I do.
All right. Yeah. Now, the incoming club president, Keller Rice, excuse me. You've been elected the president of this club for 2023-24, and it is the duty of the president to preside at meetings of the club, the board of director meeting, and to perform such duties as pertain to this office, including supervision and control of all of the business affairs of the club. The president will also be an ex officio member of the standing committees and will have the powers and duties prescribed by the board of directors. The members of this club, by their vote, have recorded their confidence in your ability to lead them through this coming year. Do you agree to lead this club only in which exemplifies the highest principles of Rotary? Do you agree that you will conduct the affairs of this club in accordance with the Constitution and bylaws of both Rotary International and this club? Will you honor President Gordon McAnally's theme, create hope in the world through your club and community and address President Gordon's presidential initiatives of prioritizing mental health, building peace through virtual exchanges, and help to unlock the power of girls and women, as well as supporting our polio eradication and our Rotary Foundation. If so, please respond by saying I will.
I will.
Okay, great. Just stand. All of the club members, please stand in place. You've seen those whom you have elected to lead this club the year ahead, and you've heard their affirmations that they have made. In response, do you now individually and collectively agree to support and sustain them in their work that the Rotary Club of Aledo may truly exemplify the high standards of service above self? If you agree, will you all please say, I do?
I do.
Great. I now declare the officers, board members, and committees duly installed. You may. Immediate past president, Pat, would you please come forward and pass the symbols of the presidency to your new club president, Kelly?
Okay, she gets her pen.
I excuse
Passing of-
myself.
Of the gavel. And let's get your right pen here. Get her president pen. Here we are.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys, I'm not very good at this.
There we go.
Okay, Rotary President as of today. Thank you, Dad, so much for doing that. I didn't even know that this program existed, so we're really excited about the next year coming up. And I think you were going to talk about this next year, aren't you?
I am. So we do have pins for all of our incoming officers. Pat will pass those out, as well as District 5790 pins, if you don't already have one, for all of our officers. And I also got this little gift for you. So you can select from a cosmos, a zinnia, or a coneflower in celebration of pollinators and some of our environmental sustainability focus, which ties into our projects to create a peace garden with pollinators. All of my board members, please take home your very own pollinator garden to start at home. And all of our non-board members, you don't have a fancy title on your Creating Hope in the World, but please make sure you take one of these Hope in the World pins. But wait, there's more. For our outgoing board who served this past year, we have one of our Imagine Rotary pins for you. So please make sure you grab that on your way out as well. So as we embark on this new year, an incredible journey of service together, let us embrace the theme of creating hope in the world with unwavering determination and boundless optimism. Each one of us holds the power to make a profound difference in the lives of others. And as Rotarians, we have been entrusted with a noble task of transforming hope into tangible reality in our community and around the globe. In a world that often seems overwhelmed by challenges, it is our duty to be beacons of hope that inspire and uplift those around us. Through our collective efforts, we can sow the seeds of compassion, ignite sparks of change, and pave the way for a brighter future. Let us remember that hope is not merely a fleeting emotion, but a force that drives us to act, to serve, and to create lasting impact. Together, we can bring light into the darkest corners, extend a helping hand to those most vulnerable, and instill optimism in the hearts of those who have lost their way. As the board assumes our roles as leaders within Rotary, let us lead by example and foster a culture of hope within our communities. Let us empower our members, volunteers, and partners to dream big, to believe in our own abilities, to affect change, and to take bold steps towards a better world. By nurturing hope, we can unlock untapped potential, unveil hidden possibilities, and inspire countless individuals to join us in our mission. I invite each member to join us in this quest, making a positive impact together. So let us rise to the occasion and create a ripple effect of hope that expands far beyond our Rotary Club. Let us be the agents of hope who dare to dream, who refuse to accept the status quo, and who are unyielding in their commitment to building a more just, inclusive, and compassionate world. Together, we have the power to make hope contagious, to transform lives, and to create a legacy of change that will resonate for generations to come. May our hearts be filled with hope, our actions guided by compassion, and our resolve unwavering. Let us embark on this journey with boundless enthusiasm, knowing the seeds of hope we plant today will blossom into a future that is brighter and more beautiful than we can imagine. I have really big goals for this year. Are you excited? So some of the goals that we talked about with our strategic planning meeting last week, the first one, to grow our club membership to 20 or 30 members rather, having 2 non-Rotary guests at every meeting, following up with guests, planning recruitment and orientation events, and creating a focus for students and young professionals to come and join us in our club. One of the things that you may have noticed in the standing rules is that we implemented a free student membership for our local club dues for our student and young professional members, as well as retirees. We also have a corporate membership partner member program that we'll be launching. So individuals like Greg, who have big leadership responsibilities within his bank and have other up and coming young professionals, can invite them to join us to grow in Rotary. We are setting out to complete at least 1 project in each of the Rotary 7 areas of focus, which we are on track to do, but there's still opportunities to get additional projects. So if there's something that you're passionate about that you're already doing with an organization in our community, please let us know so that we can support and expand the impact of that program. We are aiming to become a Polio Plus club, meaning that there would be a $100 donation per club member through fundraisers. We have 2 polio fundraisers planned, so we're hoping that that will help support that goal. And Rotary Foundation giving at $100 per member through fundraisers and auto draft. We'll be doing a Rotary Minute at one of our upcoming meetings to show you how to do that. The last goal is to engage youth through several different initiatives. The Peace Book Project that Pat already mentioned in our elementary schools and our local public library, working with the Academy for Youth program for outreach, creating Community Interact Club for our young students and support Rotaract, and conducting a 4-way test speech contest this year for our local young leaders. Trying to go back to my PowerPoint. There we go. Thinking. There we go.